I know everybody is chomping at the bit to have us talk about Motley Crue, which we will.
We will.
We'll talk about it tonight, I'm sure.
Well, and I'm gonna say this to everybody now, and I'm saying this to you, Neeley, and I'm saying this more to the fans, but I'm leaving you as the master of enforcing this. Do not start calling in with your fucking reviews of the Motley Crue. We will talk about it, and when we start talking about it, you are more than welcome to call in on topic and give your review of the Motley Crue.
Right.
But anybody that calls in on off topic, like right now, talking about Motley Crue, is immediately going to be hung up on. And if it's Tim James, every time he calls in after, Neeley, you're going to hang up on him.
So you've been warned.
Everybody has been warned. I do not want to have a fucking show, 6 hours of random, dude, the movie was great, man, or whatever. No. We'll talk about it. We'll probably talk about it for a really fucking long time, I'm assuming. And you guys will all have your chance. So ease up. We promise you'll get your say. How's that?
Who would have ever thought that a documentary, mockumentary, whatever you want to call it, would be such a hot button topic for people that, about a band of all things?
No. You know what, dude? Life is so fucking miserable from day to day for people right now that people that are our age, they have that one thing that was good. And let's be honest, people our age, 45 to 65 in that realm, just about every single one of us had our dick in a chick at while Home Sweet Home was playing. Did you? At any point?
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, that was my era. I mean, I was 20 years old, or, obviously I worked in a record store while I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when that whole wave of quote unquote hair metal, whatever you want to call it, that's when it was starting, because I started seeing those releases start coming out while I was in the record store. So I was in the prime location to get firsthand, be exposed to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same, dude. And I mean, God knows we all played the shit out of it. I mean, there's no need to lie about it and say that it wasn't. It's been cracking me up, and we will get into all this, but it's been cracking me up reading the online reviews and the number of people that are out there saying, well, Motley Crue doesn't even deserve a movie when Black Sabbath and Deep Purple and Judas, and it's like, you know what? Y'all are fucking revisionist douches. Motley Crue was the biggest thing in the world in 1984 and 85 and 86 and 87. There was nobody bigger. I don't think. And then you had what? Guns N' Roses came in,
and 86, 87, yeah.
And Metallica came on top of that. But for that 83, 84 to about 86, there was no fucking band of any genre bigger than Motley Crue.
Yeah, notorious anyway, because, obviously Bon Jovi was coming up pretty heavy, with the Slippery When Wet.
Yeah, that's true too. But that was 86.
Yeah, but that was 86. But right in that era, and Rat was pretty big at that time too.
Yeah, but Rat wasn't near as big as Motley. Dude, everything started with Motley.
That is true. They had it very early. They came on very early.
Yeah, so of course they get a movie. Ozzy was not bigger at the time. You're full of shit, Jackal. Ozzy was not bigger than Motley Crue in 1984. He just was not. He wasn't. That's nonsense. Def Leppard was not bigger in 1984. They were big though. Def Leppard was another very big one at that point.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, they were very big, but I don't think they were bigger than Motley. Because
I think when you say big, I don't know about record sales wise. I think notoriously big because of all their antics.
Well, it was the whole package. It was definitely they were the bad boys, and they were selling a shit ton of records, and people liked the record, and parents hated the record because of the fucking,
the devil,
pentagrams.
The ties to Satan worship, all that stuff.
Yeah, it was the entire package.
Yeah. So from a MTV notorious level or imagery, and
news stories, killing people and fucking drugs and everything. If you combine the whole picture, there was nobody bigger. I mean, you could try and say Def Leppard, but shit, they were only willing to dedicate one arm to the project, not a whole fucking dead body. Motley went all out and killed somebody. They didn't just lose an arm over it.
Right.
They went for it.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, they certainly deserved a movie, and is what it is. We'll talk about the movie later.
Well, but see, and we'll talk about this. I'm not going to get into it, but as far as deserving a movie, it's not a matter of deserving a movie. If they hadn't written the dirt,
sure,
there wouldn't be a Motley movie today.
Right, of course.
So it's only because of the existence of the dirt, which is 18 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't be a movie.
Right, of course.
If there was no decision just randomly, hey, let's just do a movie on Motley Crue. It's like, no, this has been in the works for 18 years.
That's right.
So it just came to fruition after almost 2 decades.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's fine. And we'll talk definitely about the whole movie and everything about it. But I just am cracking up at the people that are our age that are saying, well, there should have been other bands for, it's the same. I got news for anybody that's whining that argument. It's the same as the fucking Rock Hall. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. And the thing is there's not a selection committee out there. Okay, this year Motley gets a movie. Next year, Def Leppard gets a movie. Nobody's selecting that. It's just somebody decided to finally bankroll this.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Yeah, they went in their pocket, pulled out, looks like about $155 and made the movie.
So that's a dumb argument, because if somebody wanted to make a movie on, let's just say Prince, and they wanted to bankroll it, it'll probably happen. But it isn't. Well, he got selected this year to have a movie made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's it, man. It's people are just, I think, like everything else, people are looking for a reason to bitch about everything, and then that's fine. Go ahead, bitch and moan. But yeah, you know what? It's fun to have something of our era to talk about.
Right.
Whether it was great or awful, it's fun to have something to talk about. It's far better than trying to fucking find a news story out of, do you like Queensryche with Todd Latour? At least this is like a legitimate something to talk about,